one of my favorite stories is when I was 6. He was applying for this job, and he knew that he didn't qualify for it. So back then, you know, all the applications were on paper. So when he went in, he got the job application, came back out to the car where I was waiting on him, and he said, "Fill this out for me." And so I knew all of his information. I knew how to spell his name. I knew where he lived. I knew his address. He made sure I knew everything.
At 6 years old.
At 6 years old, because he made sure that if I got lost or if anything happened, that I could find my way home and be able to tell people where I was and who I was. So,
bro, time out. It sounds like from an early age, man, your dad was super intentional.
Yes.
About you being who you are today.
Absolutely.
I think that a lot of us fathers don't have it that far figured out. We just want to do right by our children. But your dad was super intentional.
Yes.
Wow. What? I want to let you finish, man, but I gotta ask.
Nah, let's get into it.
How did that shape you to be who you are?
I think it shaped me in more ways than I even recognize and understand. Yeah. Because growing up, I thought everybody had a dad like that. And he would tell me that that wasn't the case, but it's coming from him, so I didn't believe it, you know. Right. It has impacted me in ways of how I now deal with children and the work that I do and how I talk to people, and you know, I sound just like him. So I'm like, man, like he planted those seeds at such an early age, and he explained it to me back then, even before I understood it, of, you know, the value of me and him and being a black father and a black son. And, you know, I can remember that he had an addiction to drinking and smoking. Okay. And I had asthma. And I said, Dad, like, when I come around and you smoke, you know, I can't breathe. He stopped. He stopped cold turkey, like, and I didn't understand how hard it is to change, but like he did those types of things for me, man. And, you know, we would get off, he would tell me that he loved me every time we talked. He would say, "Who loves you?" And I would say, "You do." And then I would say, "Who loves you?" And he would say, "You do."
Man, this is so dope.
Yeah, like, I didn't understand it, but
so Dad goes in to get this application. You're filling it out. Did he get that job?
So he didn't. So we went back in, and they immediately turned him down, and he looked at me and he said, "Ma'am, can you explain to my son why I'm not qualified to work here?" And she said, "Well, you lack the education." And then he came back and he said, "See, son, I don't want you to have these limitations. I want you to be able to go in any door, in any room, and they can't turn you down because of the value that you bring. And so that's why you got to read every book." So he didn't just teach me, but he gave me real life experiences.